Hello and welcome back to the channel. This is Daniel Roman here for winteriscoming.net, and I am thrilled today to be here with Kate Fleetwood, who plays
Hello.
Liandrin Guirale in The Wheel of Time Season 3. Kate, how are you doing?
I'm very, very well. I'm very happy that the season has finally dropped. It's always a long time coming. Talk about winter is coming. Um, um, so that's been exciting. And yeah, I'm rehearsing a play at the moment. So I've just come from rehearsals and I'm sitting in my agent's office to meet you all. So yeah, I'm
Oh,
good.
exciting.
I've just been in a bathing suit, in in a fitting for something. So anyway, I'm very lucky that I get to do so many different things, but and speaking to you is one of them. So thank you for having me.
Of course, I have to ask, what's the play?
Oh, it's called My Master Builder, and it's a kind of a response to Ibsen's The Master Builder, and
Gotcha.
I'm playing that in the West End with Ewan McGregor. Yeah,
Oh, so cool.
yeah, yeah.
All right. So The Wheel of Time Season 3. You've been on the show since the very first season, since the start.
Before COVID.
Yeah, a lifetime ago, a different era. In your opinion, what sets season three apart from the first two?
I think I would say that now we've sort of set things up. It's given space to it, and it means it can be more in some ways more ambitious because things have settled a bit. And I think everyone's grown into their roles. I think that's really important. And I think it's just got a bit of breadth and the horizon has moved is wider, so the aperture is wider, and so you go into the Isle Waste, etc. And it's just opened up a bit and it trusts
Yeah.
itself. I think that's what's really important about season three is that it's trusting itself. And so yeah, I think it's really exciting. Yeah. And
Yeah.
as usual, the design is just sort of off the charts. But I also love what I really have picked up in season three is that I really enjoy the dreamscapes are really owning themselves rather than sort of going, oh, and there's this other thing going on in the Weird Time, which you all sort of need to know about, which is this sort of parallel dream world. I think we've just
Yeah.
grabbed it this time and it's just like this is what it is. And and I think the camera work over the season will impress people really about that, about just switching the upside downness of things. And I love that. And I
Yeah.
think that language in the show is really robust now. And I think that's really great.
Yeah. You're not the first person that I've heard that about the dream world from, so excited for people to see that.
Okay, good, good. I'm
Um,
not barking up the wrong dream.
so Leandrin is, we discover in these first few episodes, she's from Tanchico. And this season, we learn a lot more about her past. I have seen the whole season, so we'll roll with whatever you want to, spoilers wise, for however much you want to talk about. How did the information about where she's from and what that city is like help inform your performance in season three?
Well, when we first started, just before we start shooting and the scripts are released, then we all get together or we have like conversations and the writers and the showrunner Rafe, lovely Rafe, will say this is sort of what we're thinking. And and they said, she'll be going back home. And and I knew it was in by the docks. Uh, and that spot and then I connected. This is the best part about acting is that you sort of start connecting these things, your synapses start going, well, how can I use that, what's going on there? And then I remembered that in the books, and I'm completely honest, I haven't read all of them, but I've read sort of bits of pieces that I need for Leandrin,
Yeah.
and is that she slips into a rough accent when she's under pressure, and she conceals that and has spent years sort of formulating a more White Tower-esque, RP, as it were, to cover
Yeah.
her background. And and I thought, wouldn't it be great if she could slip into her home accent when she goes home? And that's a bit of a rougher accent. And my family, my mum and dad, are from Liverpool.
Okay.
So I said to the writers, and that's next to my grandfather was a docher. And so I, and in, and all of them were seamen, merchant seamen, my family. So that world was very much part of my mum's upbringing. And I thought, wouldn't it be great if she was Scouse? So I suggested it to the writers, and they said, yeah, let's go for it. Let's go for it. So that's where that little Easter egg comes in, where I sort of slip very, very, just a little bit
Yeah.
into a Liverpudlian accent. Yeah. So it's those kind of things are really exciting when you can contribute that way.
Yeah. Oh, that's so cool. Especially when it aligns with some of your own personal family
That's
history in that
right.
way. That's
Yeah.
really
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Um,
That made sense to me. I knew what that was and that it was a kind of, a mercantile environment, and there's the topography is water, and there's merchants, and it's a melting pot, and yeah, it
yeah.
gives a bit of license,
Yeah.
to the community. It's a bit edgy.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
So
mood transient, and yeah.
so you got to film on obviously the sets they made for Tanchico. Can you talk a little bit about working on those sets, the dock
That was
sets, or
amazing. We were
yeah,
what's incredible about the Wheel of Time, and try and be quick, is the level of detail is off the charts. You just sort of wouldn't believe it. If you spend an hour on a set of the Wheel of Time, you can't believe the level of detail. I mean, I actually think, and I don't know whether you'd be able to air this, but it was a market, so it was like a food market,
mhm,
like here we have Camden Food Market or Borough Food Market, and you have that, and those kind of cool, kind of street foodie sort of things. And so we had one of those walking down the street, and there was just like every kind of thing you could imagine was stuck on a skewer. There was like frogs and lizards and arms, and it was just kind of really bacchanalian in a really dark, edgy way, and strange people smoking weird drugs, and sort of it was really, yeah, hallucinatory. But it's
yeah,
like, and there were some chopsticks. I kind of try and steal something every show I do, a little something. I've got a cabinet at
mhm.
home, and I've got some Tanchico chopsticks at home
Oh, that's cool.
that I pilfered.
Nice. I feel like
Yeah.
Leandrin would approve.
Yeah, I
Um,
think so. She'd probably stick them in her hair.
yeah,
But that was another thing. I wanted her to rebel with her hair as well. So I know that her braids are really important, but I wanted her to kind of, well, once she'd left the White Tower, to just sort of go, not only rebel against the White Tower, so I'm being really performative with my own hair, but sort of rebel with the White Tower, but also rebel against home as well. She's coming home and she's changing the dynamic at home. She's not fitting back into that patriarchy. She's
yeah,
saying, no, I'm going to be in charge, and I'm going to wear my hair the way I want to wear it.
yeah. And so she does. So she does this season. Well, Kate, I think we're just about out of time, but thank you so, so much. It was
You are
wonderful to
so
talk to
welcome.
you.